All right, man. So, Keefe D has been issued a search warrant for the killing of Tupac Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, it's been well known by a lot of people that he had something to, he had some involvement in it. It's admitted. He confessed about it and things of that nature. Apparently, his proper agreement, um, it didn't entail everything after, you know, when he confessed or whatever. So everything after what he said during that confession could have been used in court, and they can come and smack him back over the head. You know what I'm saying? And apparently he's said too much. You ever seen that movie In Hell, man? And when your boy the big Beluga, Big Black, at the end of the movie, like his whole specialty, not the end of the movie, but his whole specialty was like when people talk too much, he coming out the woodwork and he come and cut your tongue out, man. You know, 'cause you talk too much. You know, um, look, listen, man. Keefe D has been saying things around and about nature of the Tupac case, man. And this is the thing, man. People want Keefe G in jail. You know, people want Keefe D in jail very bad. And the thing is, man, I just don't understand where the disconnection comes. It's when it comes to these street businesses. You know what I'm saying? When shit happens on the streets, it's usually kept in the streets and handled in the streets, avenged in the streets, man. And man, people want the people involved, you know. And this typically happens when someone famous is involved, but we like putting a cap on with the cape, acting as if we, condone scurry business. Hmm? You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? I mean, you want Keefe D in jail? You know, listen, man. Tupac got involved in scurry business, man. Business that he wasn't even supposed to be involved in, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, discreet people, they retaliated, man. I mean, listen, and like a lot of retaliations, it's gonna be above and beyond. That's just how it goes. This is discreets, man. He, a rapper, publicly humiliated your nephew. He's not even a real, discreet guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's humiliating. And and you retaliate in kind, and now the people want you. The people want your head, man. Shout out to KBD, man. It is what it is. This is the thing, man. Shout out to Tupac. He made a lot of good songs and everything, but I mean, the what are we not getting? The boy was not practicing what he preached, because he preached on both sides of the fence. Man, he led a lot of young niggas astray. That's what he did, man. I mean, I don't understand. The people that really gravitated to Pac was people that was already on that gravitational level, man. If he was talking in a positive or negative fashion, but we all know that when you talk that positivity shit and you swing on to the negativity, listen, he was on a negative trajectory when he met his demise, man, leading the youngins astray. That's what he did. That's what he did, man. Death row. You feel me? I'm saying, shout out to Tupac, man. I mean, but if this was if the music wasn't what it was, would we be giving Tupac this much of a pass, man? It's not as if he met an untimely demise in the fashion of XXX Tentacion and things of that nature. Some, young boys come hunting a young boy. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you know, Tupac. got himself involved in a situation he should not have even got involved in. Got himself in a situation where, his homies probably did not want him involved in, man. Like, so what you trying to be, Shorty wanna be a thug. You're in a ballerina, you're in ballet class in school. Like, you are a your mama was a Black Panther. You know better than this BS that you're doing is what we saying over here with these mega facts, man. And we just can't sit up here and put the cap on with the cape, acting as if you did, like, as if you was oblivious as far as the influence you was causing, and as far as a negative way. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you coming from the background that you came from. There ain't no way that you could take the pathway that you were taking unknowingly, and we just can't respect that, man. We can't respect that. You know what I'm saying? Boosie is ignorant. You know, he is ignorant. He will do ignorant things, but we can overlook some of the things he does by his ignorance. We don't expect him to do things on a non-ignorant level a lot of the times because we understand he's ignorant. Pac was not an ignorant guy. You know, he had a head on his shoulders. He showed his head on his shoulders years before he showed his stupidity, quote unquote stupidity. Man, come on, man. Tupac was a good actor. He acted the part real good. You know, we don't believe that was him. We don't believe it could have been him, man. You know, we don't think it should have been him. We think, he met his untimely demise, trying to be something that he know he shouldn't have been, you know. Shout out to Tupac, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. He was not, you know, promoting positivity, you know what I'm saying, as far as living that. No, sir. No, sir. He was not. Okay? You know what I'm saying? He was, he had some positive music. Shout out to Tupac for that, because that has not been duplicated. But I mean, if anybody else did the same thing, man, you wouldn't believe they gangster. You would not believe they gangster, man. So it's like, what are we doing? Is we putting a cap on with the cape for Pac because he's Pac? I mean, come on, man. What are we worshiping the guy or something? Come on, man. What's happening? You feel me? Shout out to Tupac, man. Um, he had some positive music, but he was not promoting positivity anymore, man. You know, he wasn't. You feel me? And we believe because of the negativity he was influencing, he got negatively, brought upon him. R.I.P. the man. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna sit up here and act like he didn't jump into a situation that he did not have to be involved in. Jumped onto a record label that he should not have been involved in, man. Changed his personality to a personality that he was not his whole life. You know, could it be that he changed? Yes, but you're changing for the worse. Okay, listen, we're not saying people can't change. We understand and know that people can change, but I mean, we just don't believe that it was really like that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Shout out to Tupac, man. Shout out to Keefe D. This is crazy, man. Y'all boys, you doing all of these interviews, talking about other people shouldn't be doing interviews, and your interviews is getting you in trouble, man. You know, this is crazy, man. Oh man, when they interview you, you shouldn't tell your interview in some ways and shapes and fashion when it comes to your damn criminal activity, man. I understand that when they interview you and pay you the bread to come and do the interview, that means basically that they want you to talk about the BS, man. And listen, if you don't talk about the BS, you won't keep on getting interviewed. So eventually, you're going to say some incriminating things, you know, if you really willing to slut yourself out for that money, man. All right? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Like, come on, man. Is it really worth it? Like, you can't even talk about it. So it's like, why are you up there? They get the check. Listen, go ahead and get the check. But is it worth it? You know, for what you got to do to get that check, man.